are going to kick ass. I'm telling you right now.
All right.
Can you tell it's football season? Can you hear it in his voice? John, for me, the thing I'm sick of is the schedule. Good. I'm glad they're going to play a bunch of A-level games. I'm glad they're going to be tested. Iron sharpens iron. Because the fastest way to figure out whether these guards can get them to a Super Bowl or not is through the toughest schedule in the NFL. You know, we're going to figure out if John Morton's got a curveball and a changeup and an off-speed pitch and more than just the fastball when he's tested repeatedly week in and week out. How is Jared Goff going to handle more pressure, less play action? How is he going to handle it? Let's find out. That's the whole point. I don't need them to balloon up to 15 wins by beating the Jags and the Titans and putting a crooked number up against the Cowboys. I need to see what they look like against the Eagles on the road. I need to see what they look like against the Commanders, against the Ravens. All of it, the Chiefs, the Bengals, etc. I'm sick of hearing about how tough the schedule is. The Lions are a team other people don't want to play. In those cities, guess what they're doing? Oh, bleep, we got to play the Lions this week. Embrace it. Live for it. You are one of the top dogs. You get primetime games. You get primetime matchups. You play the best because you want to be the best. I'm sick of hearing about the tough schedule. 248-539-9797. Ticket text is blowing up. We'll make room for you on the phones. Let's start with Barry in Detroit. Barry, good morning.
Man, good morning, guys. Good morning, man. You just said a mouthful, no pun intended, but you just said a mouthful. Bro, that was everything I was going to say. It was like, man, do we even get a chance?
Cheapest gas we can get is Costco and Kroger.
We the joke of the NFL, and then we kind of get better, then we get better, then we get great, and then we still have to talk about
the cheapest gas
how we wasn't great.
can
So
get
I think
is
it's just
Costco and Kroger.
You got to change the sports culture to even, like, can you imagine being a Detroit Lions fan and every radio station you turn on, your whole city is doubting you? It's like, man, bro, can we get a break? I just want to be a fan one time. One time. I know the old season is over with, but can we be fans one time? Imagine being Baltimore. You have the most explosive quarterback in the world, and y'all still can't get over a hump. And we talking about the hump we got to get over, and we just started winning? So, yeah, you said everything. I just want to be a fan sometimes.
You know, Barry, I think that we see Kansas City win the division regularly. We see Baltimore win it regularly. We see Buffalo win it regularly. Like, why is there always a doubt that the Lions can't be one of those teams?
Oh, man, I don't know. And it's probably fans. I think it's fans that's not really Lions fans. They bandwagon. Because if you're a deep, true blue Lions fan, you can never think that way. I think a lot of people are just sports analysts, but they're not fans. And it's easy to talk about a team when you're not a fan, but when you're a fan, you know what your team capable of doing. I mean, look at Cleveland. Them fans never leave. They never leave. You can't tell them they're not going to win.
You're right about it. I mean, it's a different level there, Barry. They're where the Lions used to be.
Hit a misery.
Yeah, and I'm not going to go down the road of you're not a true fan if you doubt the team.
You're allowed to have opinions.
You can be a fan that speaks and feels from your heart. You can also be a fan that has those emotions, but then looks at things a little bit more logically. Like, that's the difference between, the whole right brain, left brain.
Yeah, head and heart. And look, you could be a tough love fan, where you love your team and it drive you crazy. I think a lot of Lions fans will put their hand in the air and say, yeah, that's my relationship with my football team. But this just set me off, this athletic headline of, they're the team most likely to fall short. And I thought, okay, we could do the topic, why are they most likely to fall short? We've done that a million times. What I'd like to know is what you're sick of. And I mean, I'm just writing stuff down. Coordinators, Za'Darius, the O-line, the schedule, Parsons and the Packers, the general consensus of falling short. What is it that you're just saying enough? Are we there yet? Is football season here? I want to just put it to bed and watch the game. 248-539-9797. Today's football coverage is presented by Paramount Plus. Stream your local NFL games all season long, and it starts week 1 with the Lions against the Green Bay Packers for just $30 for the first year. You can sign up for Paramount Plus. It's like $2 to $3 a month. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today.
WXYT FM and WSYT HD1 Detroit.
Tigers salvaged the final game of their 3-game series with the Mets with a 6-2 win at Comerica Park yesterday. Casey Mize earned his 13th win of the year with 5 innings of 1-run ball. Kerry Carpenter's 3-run home run extended the lead to 4 in the 7th. The Tigers off today before starting a 3-game weekend series with the White Sox tomorrow downtown. The Lions are putting the finishing touches on their game plan before Sunday's season opener at the Packers. Aiden Hutchinson will be back on the field for the first time since week 6 of last year, and head coach Dan Campbell couldn't be more excited.
Can't wait to watch him go. You know, I mean, he's put in a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of hard work to get back to where he's at right now. And you know, when you have the game taken away from you for whatever reasons, you know, it just gives you a little extra motivation.
Wide receiver Isaac Tesla was limited at practice yesterday with an illness, but Campbell says he'll be good to go for Sunday. New Packers pass rusher Micah Parsons also limited with a back injury, while Jaden Reed missed practice for Green Bay. And the new season kicks off tonight in the NFL. The reigning champion Eagles are 8.5-point favorites at home in Philly against the Cowboys. At the Corwell Health Sports Desk, I'm Luke Sloan. For more, go to 97.1 The Ticket or Odyssey.com.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, Costa and Jansen with Heather on 97.1 The Ticket.
We asked you the question, what narrative are you sick of? Storyline from the offseason are you done with? Lions. Is it schedule? Is it the offensive line? Is it Zadarius Smith? Is it the division, the Packers, the coordinators? What are you just sick of as we get set to turn the page with the season on Sunday? 248-539-9797. Nick, you're up first. Good morning. You're on 97.1.
Good morning, guys. How are we?
Good.
Good. I am tired of listening to people rant and rave about these Packers. So they signed Micah Parsons. That's all well and good. He is a great player, a phenomenal player. And they needed help to be better. And they got better. And people say, well, why didn't we do better? Why didn't we make all these big trades? We didn't get Trey Hendrickson. We didn't get Micah Parsons. Maybe it's because we didn't need them. Maybe if we have a great team and we've got Aiden Hutchinson back, we're going to be a lot healthier than we were last year. Can we just let them play football and we can get all the defensive coverage that we need? And we've still got a trade deadline. We can make some moves later. But for like Fox NFL to put us at number 9, that seems a little ridiculous.
Yeah, that's, to me, a gross overreaction. Right. And you're seeing a lot of stuff.
I didn't
There's
see
a lot
his
of
car.
little things and that they can add up. But you're probably sick of hearing about a lot of little things.
There?
And, John, the response to the ticket text is overwhelming. People are fired up because you're fired up. This ticket texter says, wow, John, you just gave me goosebumps talking about the O-line. Let's run through a wall. Great motivation. Let's play football. Destroy the cheeseheads. That's Justin in a car. And another ticket texter says, John, as a former offensive lineman, you have me running through a wall as well.
Let's go. I'm trying to come back down just a little bit.
No, stay there.
But I think there are a lot of people too, like that last caller, who, even though this Micah Parsons thing has only been going on for a week, like we've seen the drama going on off season, but it wasn't in our backyard until a week ago. Literally a week ago today is when it happened.
Yeah.
And it has been an absolute deluge of information about Micah Parsons, and it's, you know, how it's elevated the Packers, and how, you know, some of it is, well, why didn't the Lions do this to have somebody opposite Aiden Hutchinson? And we've had that conversation all off season about somebody opposite Aiden and insert any name, and it's nauseating. And I'm so happy that we actually start with the Packers to put them back in their spot and show them that they're just, hey, thanks for participating, but try again next time.
People that think the O-line will struggle, they don't know who Hank Fraley is. Texter says, do we forget the short passing game can help the O-line? J-Mo and Gibbs, heck, even Laporta get the ball out quick. John, the thing you've hit on, too, is it's run and play action 70% of the time. Lets an offensive line fire out. That helps a young offensive line.
And if I'm John Morton, I follow the script that put this team in position of an NFC championship game or as a number 1 seed offensively. Like, it has been a great script. Now, he can put his stamp on it in a lot of different ways. But when you're given the keys to a Lamborghini you don't swap out the engine and say, well, this one doesn't work very well. You just keep right on rolling, and then you put some accessories on it that make it yours.
Tex says, I'm sick of hearing about not having an edge opposite Hutch. Especially we should have added Za'Darius. That signed Rick, and it also could have been added signed Dan.
Yeah.
Let's get to Joe. Or Brad. Let's get to Joe and Shelby. Joe, good morning.
Good morning, fellas. How we doing?
Good.
Currently driving down to Wisconsin, ready for this Green Bay Lions game. Spend a weekend there. I was calling this morning to say I think it's ridiculous how people think the Lions aren't going to do good this year or perform. We performed last year with half the team injured, and now we got everybody back. So I don't know why people are stressing this, and it really pisses me off.
Like when I read the article, they're the team most likely to fall short, or we had the conversation about missing the playoffs, I think, a week ago. It's like, okay, we've gone too far.
So when you read the article about falling short, was it falling short of what they did last year? Because do I think they're going to fall short of 15 wins? Yeah. All right. It's not often that teams win 15 games back-to-back seasons.
Okay,
it's extremely rare.
I can interpret it this way. The Lions' goal is the Super Bowl. Well, that's lofty goals. They have loftier goals than all but 5 or 6 teams in the league.
Yeah.
You're most likely going to fall short of winning the Super Bowl. But that's such a weird way of casting the season before we kick off. Are the Bills also most likely to fail because Josh Allen can't get out of the AFC playoffs? Are the Ravens most likely to fail because playoff Lamar? So you can beat the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Like, when the goal is the Super Bowl, sure, yeah, you are most likely to fail. Only one team is going to win the Super Bowl. It's weird. Like, I guess the Panthers aren't more likely to fail because their goal is so much lower. Right?
Yeah, same with the Browns.
Yeah, Browns aren't. I mean, if they win 4 games, it's going to be great.
Success. They didn't fail.
It's just how you choose to frame things. And a lot of framing happens in the offseason, right? It's talking points, and it's just put it all aside. We're going to play football on Sunday. 248-539-9797. We are getting flooded with responses. Tex says the offense will fail without Ben Johnson. That's a storyline I'm sick of. Texter says mine is Tesla. Guys, he's still a rookie third receiver. They historically don't do well. The hype is out of control. Not every receiver is going to be Amon-Ra.
Okay.
So that's a storyline on the positive side he's sick of hearing.
Well, the benefit that Tesla has of going into the season is I don't think anybody thinks or really wants him to be Amon-Ra St. Brown or even wants him to be J-Mo. They just want him to be a good number 3. And I don't know that that's hard for a rookie to do.
No, he should be put in favorable positions.
Yeah.
That's kind of why we're excited.
Can he contribute as much as Reynolds and Patrick or more? That's his role.
Yes. And
if it's more, that's pretty lofty. In a rookie season.
Tim Patrick last year had like 390 receiving yards. If Tesla plays 17 games,
that's what you're talking about opportunities, though. Again, if Tim Patrick was your 2, he'd have more yards. That's what I'm saying. He's the 5th, 6th option in the offense.
Yes, but so here's where I expect him to be a major contributor. He'll be more like Josh Reynolds, where he's a first down killer.
Let me ask you this. Remember they game planned Reynolds in the Rams playoff game, the start of the game? He had like 70 yards in the first half. They found the weakness in the Rams defense, and they just kept going to Reynolds. Can a game plan, if something like that could be drawn up for Tesla in his first season, that's impressive.
Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be drawn up for him because you have a very smart quarterback. If he looks out there and Amon-Ra's not open, Laporta's not open, he hasn't handed the ball off to Gibbs or Montgomery, and J-Mo's not open, where's he going to go with the ball? The next guy.
So my most sick of is easily Za'Darius Smith. It's not the need for an edge. I hear both arguments for it. And look, am I concerned going into the season? Yeah, but at some point they're going to have to add something there, most likely. But it's specifically Smith. I mean, look, this guy's been hopping around the league. I think he's a one-trick pony, third down pass rusher. And he's a name that people know. So I think he gets more play than he probably should at this point in his career. Look, I'm not against them adding him if they do eventually. I just think people are glorifying Za'Darius Smith way more than he deserves.
I think there's some truth to what you're saying. I do. I mean, the edge is a need, but it doesn't have to be Za'Darius. It's just convenient because they vetted him and added him a year ago. And his name comes up a lot, which is why I asked Campbell about it yesterday.
I mean, the fact that no other team is even sniffing
Well, I believe that has to do with the business side of things. He's not a spring chicken. He's in NFL terms, he's a senior citizen. And so I think there is a risk of, is he eventually going to break down? His phone will be ringing by a dozen teams on Monday or Tuesday.
Explain this to people.
Well, because if you are vested in the NFL and you're on the roster, we used to always celebrate as soon as that kickoff happened. 3 years, 3 games. Get you vested. As soon as that kickoff happened, your salary is guaranteed for the entire season. If you're not on the roster, even if you sign, after kickoff, then your salary's not guaranteed. So they could cut him at any time to save money, or if he gets hurt, there's an injury settlement, but it's not the full salary.
So they sign him after week 1, and then when McNeil comes back and they got a roster issue, they let him go, and he doesn't get the money.
It's a possibility.
Cash down will not like that.
Oh, well, I mean, that's a big concern of ours.
Hey, Coach, we're good.
Yeah, again, cashed out, 248-539-9797. Let us know if you want your man back in town.
Yeah, give us the perspective.
Only on one
side of the story, exactly. A couple more quick ticket texts on storylines you're sick of as the offseason finally wraps up and the season begins this weekend. I'm sick of the Lions missed the playoffs talk. It's almost like people go, oh, they failed losing in their divisional round. But you have to give context with the injuries. They now have the arguable defensive player of the year back. Let's not forget the talent the Lions still have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sick of the coordinators are gone, specifically with Ben Johnson being an offensive guru. Lions are going to take a step back, etc. If I hear that again, I'm going to scratch my eyes out. I'm sick of hearing we lost the coordinators. We're stacked on both sides, offense and defense. Let's kick off the season. It's for Brian. I'm sick of the schedule conversation. They have to play us too. Lions are no fun to play against. We are not going to lose all of our tough games, Rob, in North Carolina. It's well said, Rob. All right, we got Heather's News next, plus the 2 Grand Slam. It's 97.1.
I got some great news to share with you because FanDuel is making Week 1 even bigger with a chance to win a share of $2 million in bonus bets every game day. That's right, you heard me, $2 million. How's it work? Opt in and place an anytime touchdown bet on any Week 1 NFL game, including tonight's matchup, using your profit boost. And if the player you pick scores either the first or the last touchdown of the game, you're going to earn a share of $2 million in bonus bets. First touchdown, you're in. Last touchdown, you're in. Oh, even better. It's just one more reason to bet on the NFL with FanDuel. So whether you've got a feeling about an opening drive or you're banking on a clutch finish, now's the time to get in the game. Here's how you do it. Visit FanDuel.com/971 Detroit to download the app today and get started. That's FanDuel.com/971 Detroit. FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL. Must be 21 or over and present in Michigan. Opt in. Must apply profit boost token on select market. Prize pool to be split equally among all eligible participants who made the correct first or last touchdown pick. Bonus issued is now in trouble. Bonus bets that expired 21 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
This traffic report is sponsored by Duke's Mayonnaise. A look at the drive-in traffic volume slowly starting to build. We've also picked up a crash on the right shoulder southbound 75 after Connect. A disabled vehicle affecting the 75 southbound ramp to 94, and road work has been extended. Telegraph those directions at Maple right lane closure through next week. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
This is the Duke's Country Song. It's a song about the best maker has a yellow lid, and its full name is Duke's Mayonnaise. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang. Early betting tips give you the edge. Your first source for the day's angles, hot takes, analysis, and more. The Daily Tip, presented by BetMGM. Weekday morning 6 till 9 on the Bet 1270 and the Odyssey app.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Caesars Sportsbook is the only sportsbook app with Caesars rewards. Bet on gridiron action and earn perks on every game, like hotel stays, bonus bets, game tickets, and more. Download the app using promo code Radio20X and place your first bet of $1 or more for a chance to double your winnings on your next 20 bets. Open to new users in Michigan who are 21 or older. Max bet of $25 for boosted winnings. Max. Additional winnings. $2,500 per bet. Profit boost tokens expire 14 days after receipt. See Caesars.com/promos for full terms. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Seasons change.